Pew 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 pew.
Gobble, 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 pew, gobble, pew, gobble, gobble, pew. What's happening, guys? Happy Gravy Day. It's Past Gravy episode 489, right before fucking T-Day. It is officially Gravy Week, and it's just Alex and Pat with you this week. Bobby Jokes is, we sent him off on the Mayflower to celebrate T-Day a little bit early. By the way, I'm calling it T-Day from now on. I was watching Bob's Burgers, and they referred to it as T-Day, and I was like, I'm never going back. Like, Thanksgiving, cool. T-Day, that's absolutely what I'm calling it from now on. So just embrace that and tell me it doesn't sound badass.
I mean, and it is a war when you sit down to eat on T-Day.
It is T-Day, us versus food.
Yeah.
T-Day.
And I've triumphed every year.
Right? Yeah, I as well. And I mean, I'm not a big guy, but like when it's time to eat, like you can trust me to do some eating. And I'm going to do that. And like as past the gravy, like people always are like, oh, hey, past that. Like this is the week you say that. This is the week you say that more than any other week of the year. Basically, it's our week. This is our week.
Culture is not your costume.
Okay? It is not your costume, but we allow you to do it because we're great guys. Look at us, not being controversial, all right? If you want to say Past the Gravy, do that. Also, if you're ladling any gravy at Past Gravy Pod, hit us up. Let us know. We like to be a part of your holiday. When you're celebrating T-Day, celebrate T-Day with Pass the Gravy, all right? And then maybe when you do ask somebody to pass the gravy, say, hey, also, that's my favorite podcast name. You should check it out, Pass the Gravy Podcast. You can hear it free wherever you listen to podcasts. Also, Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube.
I want to see pictures of all of your ladles, all of your gravy boats.
All of it.
Your meals. You know what I really want to see though? I want to see pictures of your sandwiches, guys. That's my favorite part of Thanksgiving is the sandwich.
The Sammys. The T-Day Sammys.
Yeah.
That is pretty great. Depending on when, are you like an early in the morning kind of eating guy, or are you like when does your family typically eat?
We do a big lunch, so then later that night, the sandwich. And it's not, we make a sandwich. No, it's called the sandwich.
The sandwich.
Yeah.
It's the sandwich standout sandwiches. It's the best sandwich we'll have all year.
My dad texted me a week ago and goes, I'm going to make the greatest sandwich we've ever had. And I was like, oh my fucking God.
Those are some big words. And some expectations that are going to be tough to live up to. But yeah, send us all your gravy related things. Let people know Pass the Gravy is the official Thanksgiving podcast of the world. All right. We may not be a Thanksgiving podcast, but when it's this week, we are a Thanksgiving podcast. A T-Day podcast, all right?
We should have thought about this, and I know we've done it before, but in honor of Thanksgiving, I think we should have re-ranked our favorite sides, but we didn't fucking plan for that.
Actually, somebody gave us power rankings to do that are Thanksgiving related in the answers segment. So
I can do that, as long as I don't have to think of them on myself.
Right, yeah, we were given 5. That's the rule of the power rankings. You give us 5 things that we have to power rank. These aren't necessarily the 5 that I would have chosen, but like I will power rank them because I respect the exercise and I'm very excited. We have
you give me 5 of anything, I'm gonna put them in order.
I love power ranking things. Okay,
it's like my favorite thing.
I feel like I'm playing God, but by power ranking, it's the coolest thing ever. I get why Skip Bayless does this all the time. Makes sense. Just give me things to power rank every day. I'll do it.
Guys, we just like putting things in the list.
Guys rank things.
Yeah,
Makes
I like
sense.
putting things in order. Like I'm not an orderly person, but if you're like, hey, these things need to be in order.
Hey, power rank these. I'm like, I can do it. Done.
Yeah.
Done. And we'll get to that later. But a very T-Day heavy podcast. We do start every week with the pre-cum segment. I feel like we've already hopped right into that. But what I didn't tell you before we started is that I got sucked into an adult autograph seeker wormhole yesterday. I don't know how. It was a Facebook group that for some reason was like, oh, something signature group. And I can't remember the name of it, but I clicked it. I was just like, what's going on with this? And maybe it was like a friend that was bitching about something onto that. And I just somehow saw it. So then I went down the rabbit hole of like, it was gripes from adult autograph seekers. And like, they didn't say we're adult autograph seekers, but I realized quickly that this is a group of adults that seek out autographs. And they were talking about their horror stories. It was like one of those, like, tell us your horror story about when you got snubbed for an autograph. And the first one was an Astros fan that just was like, I loved George Springer until, and so I was like, well, let's go down this. And so this lady was very upset that George Springer used to be her favorite player ever. when he played for the Astros. And she had a picture of her. And I guess some people had written, they had like big letters that said Springer spelled out that they held up when he was an Astro. And when he was on the Blue Jays this year, he came back to town and he was on the IL. So he didn't even have anything else to do. He didn't have anything else to do but sign autographs, according to this lady. So she brought a picture of her holding the S with other people holding Pringer. And then she had the S with her. And she was like, I just wanted him to sign this and a baseball and my jersey. That's all I ever wanted him to sign. So once it's like, that's 3 things. And she was at least in her 40s, if not older. He looked at me and walked and continued doing warm-ups with his teammates. Didn't even think for a second that maybe I had been a lifelong fan of his and wanted an autograph. All I needed was an autograph. Like, she was so mad that George Springer, like, didn't come sign all of the things that she wanted. I was like, hey, lady, chill out. Just chill out a little bit. And then what was the other? Carly Lloyd. I don't know if it was a Houston-based one. Carly Lloyd, who was a Houston Dash player and then like U.S. women's national team player. I think she's doing commentary for the World Cup right now, but she only gave her daughter an autograph, didn't give her or her husband an autograph when they went to a Dash game. Only gave the kid the autograph. And this lady was just like, you know, it just shows that she doesn't have a lot of respect for her hometown fans. Like, shut the fuck up, people. You're an adult, okay? You're an adult. You're an adult. You can't get mad. You can't get mad at fucking athletes that don't give a fuck that adults want their autograph, right?
Yeah, if I was a professional athlete, I would cap it at like 16. Like, if you're older than 16, you're not getting an autograph. That's just the rules. Like, autographs are for kids. Now,
and I don't even think that's true. I don't even think that's true. I think it's like, oh, hey, dude, like if some guy hands you a pen and you sign it, whatever, that's fine. But like, if you don't get an autograph,
down to the field, holding a ball out, going, sir, sign this. That's for kids. Adults, you can have autographs. I got fucking autographs all right behind me. Going and getting autographs from professional athletes, that's for children.
And that's for children. I think if you can get one in the wild, like, okay, whatever. But like, yeah, like being guy with a glove that goes down to batting practice, like, oh, Mr. Altuve, will you sign the ball? Like, that's kind of weird. And if he doesn't say, oh, yeah, dude, hey, Mr. 55-year-old man, here you go. Like, if he doesn't do that, then fuck, like, just get over it. And then also, dude, my favorite were like, you know how little we give a fuck about birthdays? You know how little we give a fuck about birthdays. They were like 2 or 3. And I was just like, it was one of those like threads where I was like, I am so excited. I'm reading all of these. Like, I spent an hour in the wormhole of like adult autograph seekers griping about not getting autographs. And like, there were 3 of them at least. It was like, it was my birthday. It was my birthday. And I went to this thing. And it must have been a Houston one because it was like Yordan Alvarez didn't do it. And they asked for I was like, one, Yordan Alvarez isn't great at English. So like, maybe he didn't understand you. I don't know.
Cut him some slack.
Right. There could have been a communication thing there. But like, no one fucking cares if it's your 43rd birthday, dude. I don't fucking care. All right. It was my 43rd birthday, and I wanted an Astros autograph, and he didn't give it to me.
There's only 2 ways they would know it's your birthday. One, you're yelling at them, it's my birthday, which is not going to make anybody want to talk to you. Or 2, you're wearing some sort of birthday sash as an adult, and then they're definitely not.
Then I avoid you. I avoid you.
It's birthday sashes, much like, okay, so seeking autographs in person caps it at 16. Birthday sash, ladies, you got to retire that after 23.
It's not going to happen, but I don't disagree with you on that.
I think that's the appropriate age. After 23, like, okay, you got 1 more year out of college, and you got to wear your sash again.
I would say 25. I would say 25 is where you cap that.
Then 23.
Girls have like a different rule, though, because it's like dirty 30. Okay, I can see a girl doing that.
You've been working as a buyer for Academy for 3 years. Stop wearing a fucking sash on a Wednesday. Okay? You're an adult now. Put on your big girl pants. Go have a drink with your friends, but don't wear fucking sashes and boas and penis hats. And
look how crazy we are. We're crazy. We wear these outfits.
I'm sure the penis hat is really only for bachelor party. That never goes out. You could be in your 50s if you're at a bachelor party.
Penis hats always play.
Penis everything. Everything should be penises because it's never going to stop being funny. Like little penis. I want to do that for a bachelor party. I want to get my buddy a bag of gummy dicks. And guess what? We'll probably still eat them and make dick jokes the whole time. As long as it tastes like gummy worms and not actual penis.
Which is, I would imagine, what it tastes like.
Yeah. Like if I had brought a bag of gummy dicks to yours, we would have ate them. And we would have
still ate them.
Honestly, we would have been throwing them at each other.
Right.
Yeah.
But we already had deer corn that we threw at each other anyways.
Yeah.
So we were good on that.
Deer corn and gummy dicks.
And gummy.
Sounds like a great title of an autobiography, to be honest.
It does.
Deer corn and gummy dicks, the Alex Middleton story.
But like, if you're an adult autograph seeker, just fucking buy it. Like, I have autograph stuff. I bought it.
Yeah.
You have a job. Just buy things that you want. All right. Like, if you want Eli Manning, actually, somebody gave me that. I wanted the Odell catch thing. I wanted the Eli getting away from the sack in the Super Bowl. I bought it. I have it. It's cool. I didn't go like hunting down Odell Beckham, being like, hey, please, sir, can you sign this thing? It's annoying.
Yeah. As an adult, even in the wild, I don't like that. Here's what you do as an adult when you're in HEB and you walk by Jose Altuve. You just go, love you, buddy.
I think a picture, too. You just
keep walking.
I honestly, I don't think, hey, dude, can I get a pic? Can I get a pic real quick? Like, that's like, hey, I was with this person for this period in time. Like, hey, love what you do, man. Thank you so much. Get it and get out.
See, my problem is I'm just going to be like, can I have a hug? I want to hug Altuve. That's all I want. Altuve and Big Papi. Those are the only like Jordan, I'd be like, you're the man, dude. Love you. What's up? Whatever. Altuve and Big Papi, if I ever met him, especially Big Papi. Altuve, I'm so much bigger than him. I feel like he won't hug me. But Big Papi, I'd be like, you, come here. Give me a hug.
Come over here.
And Papi would do it because Papi's Papi.
He might.
I think he would. Red Sox fan. I showed him the picture of me with the 2 trophies. Papi would. Papi seems like a hugger.
But then again, like, there's got to be rules because, like, nobody likes the guy. It's like, hold on, look at this picture. Look at this picture, and like you have to like sort through your phone. Like nobody has time for that.
I'm sure the rules should also be,
dude. Do you mind if I get a pic?
You can't ask professional athletes for hugs, but you know what? That's the rule I'm gonna break.
You get like the one, yeah. But just I don't know, dude. It brought me so much joy to just read like disappointment stories from adults that like obviously try to do that on the reg.
You should
because I wasn't in the group.
On everyone. Oh, join the group. Comment Karen on everyone until they boot you.
I don't want to be found in a group of adult autograph seekers.
Oh, if you're the one who's just trolling them, then it's okay. You love trolling people on the internet.
Yeah, but that has my name on it on Facebook. If it was Caleb Crawdad on Nextdoor, I have no problem.
Just join as Pass the Gravy Pod.
That also could be traced back to our names.
Could be me, though, and I don't care if adult autograph seekers don't like me.
True. But they can give us a bad review.
Just blame it on Bobby.
It's Robert. Robert fucking hates adult autograph seekers.
I bet you he does.
He probably does. He probably does, dude. Robert doesn't have time for nonsense.
He's like, you're such fucking losers.
And again, if you go to like an autograph signing, like I know that they had those like Academy appearances afterwards. That doesn't count. That doesn't count into that. Because like if you wait in the line to get their autograph, okay. But it's the people that get upset because you went to batting practice and didn't get an autograph.
Yeah.
If you're the fuckface.
8 fucking 10-year-olds, 6 8-year-olds, and a 45-year-old man. You're not allowed to get mad that you didn't get an autograph. Of course they're going to autograph for the kids and not you.
Yes.
Like, especially if you're like shoving your way in there, like, get out of here, children. I got my ball next. Like, no.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
I'm not going to sign anything for you. Stop pushing little kids out of the way.
You, get out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she was wearing all Astros stuff and was like mad that he was in the Blue Jays and like wouldn't do stuff. And I was like, dude, people tend to stay away from people that aren't rocking their team's colors sometimes. I know that he played in Houston, but he doesn't give a shit that you and your friends held up a Springer, like spelled out Springer with letters one time. He doesn't give a shit. Okay.
I think he would because he did have a close connection with the fan base. But the thing is, you're an adult. Adults don't get autographs, I guess.
But he's not like dying to hear that story, so he's not going to go out of his way to be like, I wonder what that lady has, an S and a picture frame and then this thing. Like he's not.
That lady looks
There's a lot that
interesting.
went into that story.
I wonder if it's her birthday.
Like one time I got hit by a car as I was listening to a Jose Altuve home run call. And ever since then, I've just wanted a Jose Altuve autograph. Like he doesn't know the backstory to that. How's he supposed to know that he's being no, that he's not, he doesn't owe you a picture because you think he does.
Those people aren't even real fans.
Yeah, you're a fake fan.
I mean, hey, guess what? I work during a lot of games and I still watch every fucking inning.
Hey.
I neglect my job to watch this team. What do you do?
And if you leave my team, I don't want your autograph. I don't want it in post.
I would still take
Fake
Springer's
fan.
autograph.
Bad fan.
And Correa. I would still take both their autographs. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way for it, but like, no, I fucking love those guys. Those guys brought me so much joy as a 27-year-old
This is the troll
man.
coming out at me. Where I should be like, you're a bad fan. Shouldn't ask for a Blue Jay autograph.
Like in 2 days,
go to Canada for that shit.
Giants, you're just not going to want Judge's autograph.
No,
for all that he did for your organization.
What? What did he do? What did he do?
For all the winning that he helped you guys too.
What did he do?
I want Garrett Cole's autograph just so I can be like, dude, you suck now.
He doesn't suck. He's like good.
Well,
when Justin Verlander signs with the Dodgers, are you gonna want a Justin Verlander autograph?
Oh, he's signing with the Mets. The Mets are going to give him. They're going to have him and Scherzer both at a combined $75 million.
$1 jillion, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Scherzer has $35 million a year. Verlander's going to get 40, 3-year, $40 million.
Wow, dude, baseball contracts are just not fair. Like baseball and soccer contracts are just unreal.
They're fun.
So it's just like, what? I don't know. Here's a check. Whatever you can write on it, that's what we'll take.
And then hockey players are like, 7-year, $1.5 million a year. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Hockey players like, yes, dude, I'll do so much with that money.
I know we're isolating people that are listening to us.
The worst ones. Basketball are the worst ones.
Well, because basketball at least has a cap. But remember, like Ilya Kovalchuk signed with the Devils or tried to sign with the Devils, and they were like, it's a 10-year contract, and it was like $30 million. They're like, whoa. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. It was like it's 10 years.
Yeah, but in the
that's NBA, insane.
NBA, they have a cap, but it's so high. They're like, you're the 11th man on the bench. And they're like, all right, 2 years, $15 million.
Because in NBA, you can pay like luxury tax. You can pay luxury tax in the NBA. But it's like,
the cap is just so high. Like the bottom, like the guy on the end of your bench is making $8 million a year who never plays.
But also the NBA, you have like 15 people on your team. So like, there's more money to spread around. But like, I don't understand how a billionaire owner is ever like, that's too much money for me. It's like, you're a billionaire, dude. You're a billionaire. Spend the money. All right. Steve Cohen, you own the fucking Mets. Just spend the money.
Oh, he's spending the money. Steve Cohen is the one that's like
Steinbrenner. Fucking spend the fucking money, dude. You own the Yankees. All right. You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, you're gonna make the money back. It's gonna be okay.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna sell jerseys. I promise. Promise you're gonna make that back. All right, buddy. Why don't they just let us run teams? Why can't we be billionaires? We'd be the best owners ever. We would just be like, yeah, sure, buy that. And then like, you have all these terrible contracts. Like, I don't fucking care. I'm a billionaire, dude.
Here's what I don't understand. The Yankees have tried Hal out for now. What's it been? 10 years? Why not try the other brother being in charge?
Is he that away power?
Is it like Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump? Is it like that big of a difference where like, oh no, the other one is really stupid? Like,
hey, pal, I don't like to bring politics into sports.
That wasn't politics. That was just pointing out two brothers who one is obviously way dumber than the other.
Maybe, dude. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
And I learned all of that from SNL.
There you go. Yeah, most of my political humor comes from SNL. That's all I had, like sports related, really, for the pre-com segment. But the other thing I wanted to bring up is there's this commercial where the grandma talks about this kid not being able to dance tango because he has 2 left feet, like his grandfather. I understand that like having 2 left feet is always like that, dude. You look like you have 2 left feet, but if you were born with 2 left feet, like you would adapt to it, would you not? Like you could be a good dancer with 2 left feet. I don't understand the hate on like it looks like you have 2 left feet, dude. If I had 2 left feet, I'm gonna know how to dance with 2 left feet. All right,
dude. You'd be the greatest track runner of all time. Think about how much better you'd be able to turn left.
That's like all going right. That's a totally different thing.
Actually, that's the thing. Now, if it's 2 left feet, you'd be better at turning right because you plant on it to turn that way. And track is always ran left, so actually it'd be terrible at track. something.
But you would still know how to do it. Like be like, oh, you got 2 left feet. Like believe me, buddy, if I had 2 left feet, I would learn how to adapt to it.
You'd be a specialist for late in the game when you need to get 12 yards and then get out of bounds. You put that guy on the right side. You throw him a quick out, and you just let him cut really hard, get the ball, and get out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like yes, it seems initially like it would be a bad thing, but you'd probably come out like as a better specialist, like you were saying, for it.
I wonder if honestly,
be like you'd pick a secret weapon.
That has to have happened at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like all the weird shit that people are born with, that has to have happened.
Like somebody has had that. Travis Etienne, I know his foot's like slanted to the side a little bit more, and they say that makes him better at cutting.
He's just duck-footed.
That's the word. That's the word. I'm pigeon-toed.
Well, I found a
couple. How I walk.
Couple pictures immediately on the internet. I don't know if they're photoshopped, but it appears to have happened.
Probably not. But yeah, if you had 2 left feet, like you're not gonna just be, oh, I can't ever dance. You're gonna figure out how to do it. Right? The human body overcomes things.
It's called gomerpedia, a condition that causes them to have 2 left feet.
I mean, honestly, saying that to somebody is kind of like, it's offensive if you think about it. You're basically saying anybody with 2 left feet is the worst.
This also feels like I found this on Reddit in the comments. Seemed like it's bullshit. So maybe it never has happened.
But if it did, like you would adapt.
Like imagine if the X-Men was real and everyone had mutations and then that was just yours. You're like just really good at turning right while walking.
I mean, it would play.
Your superhero name is just Lefty.
They always show they say people that are blind have better sense of hearing. People that are deaf have a better sense of sight. Like if you had 2 left feet, you're better at some things than people with a right and a left foot because you don't have the right foot that could fucking hold you back ever at that point, you know?
You know what you'd probably be sick at? Soccer. Because if you think about it, when you're swinging with your right foot, the goalie expects the ball. If your left
foot is your bad foot, like if your left foot's your strong foot, you don't have a weak foot because you have 2 strong foots.
No, but when you kick with your right foot, the goalie expects it to have a certain curve off of it. But if you're using another left foot, but it's swinging from the right, it's going to have that opposite curve coming off that foot.
Yeah.
And it's going to fuck up the goalie.
Let's just start saying Pele had 2 left feet. People forget that. He was so long ago, people don't remember it. But Pele had 2 left feet. That's why he was the greatest soccer player of all time.
That's true.
Just drop that while you're watching the World Cup. Be like, Pele had 2 left feet. That's what made him so dangerous. And they're like, no way. And then just walk away. Just walk away.
During this World Cup, especially since it's Messi's last World Cup, and he's going to try, people are going to be writing all these things about, oh, he's the greatest of all time, and blah, blah, blah. Enjoy what we're watching. I just want to be the guy that comments, nah, Pele was the best.
He had 2 left feet. He had to play that way, and he was still better than everybody.
Pele played in a better era. Just throw that one at people. No, he fucking did it. Like, yeah, he did. He had to play against Maradona, who was coked up on the field, okay?
They had drugs. Then.
Sorry. Maradona.
Hand of God.
The guy who once every 3 years you still just see him doing cocaine in the press box.
I think he's dead.
Oh, did he die?
Is he dead? I think he's dead.
Shit.
Hold on, alive or dead?
Actually, now that you said that.
Diego Maradona.
Was a Argentinian professional football player. So, yep, he's dead.
He died.
Died November 25th, 2020. Hey, he had one last Thanksgiving in him, though.
Hey, you don't know ball.
One last T-Day.
You don't know ball like I know ball. I know ball. And I know, obviously, as a soccer historian, I know that Diego Maradona died. They also, he did swat the fuck out of a ball that was about to go in the net, and they just were like, we don't have review technology, so it doesn't count.
Maradona.
One
of the kitchen staff corrected me once yesterday, so I spent the rest of the day just going Maradona.
But I do watch.
I do it right.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. But I do watch soccer regularly as America's biggest West Ham fan. But with the World Cup, there's a lot of people that don't, and it's fun to just you drop in with a little troll information, and just walk out. You just walk out. It's group of death. I already told you guys that one last week. Oh, dude, this is the group of death, and they're like, no, it's not. This one, no, this is the group of death, and you just walk away. And then Pele actually had 2 left feet. That's what made him so special. That's why Messi and Ronaldo are overrated. Walk away. Boom. And people are like, okay. And then somebody shares that false information, and then it turns into Marilyn Manson got a rib removed to suck his own dick, and then we started it.
Oh man, I that was one of my favorite rumors because I really
Somebody made
believed it
that
for a
up
long
and just
time.
walked away, and somebody else repeated it. Like that's how that worked. 2 left feet on Pele, done. All right.
I remember when it clicked for me that Marilyn Manson thing was probably bullshit. I was watching Family Guy, and they're like, "Hey, let's just start a rumor." And they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, the rumor was something like Rob Schneider beats up his immigrant workers or something like that." And I was like, "Oh, I bet that Marilyn Manson one was bullshit too."
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like I remember distinctly that moment being like, "Yeah, that guy did not remove his ribs to suck his own dick."
No, probably not. Actually, speaking of World Cup, though, I do have Alex's World Cup betting guide coming up here in a little bit because I know a lot of people are like, Alex, who do I bet on in the World Cup? I've got all 32 teams and whether or not you should bet those teams coming up in our next segment. But what did you bring to the pre-cum segment, Pat?
All right.
The T-Day edition of the pre-cum segment, according to Pat, who is coughing out a lung right now. Thank God he has a mute button. Thank God he's got a mute button. He's back. You doing all right?
Yeah, that was a big one. That cough came out of absolutely fucking nowhere.
Snuck up on you. By the way, you look like you're in like a deer stand.
I do look like I'm ready for hunting. The only thing
YouTube Pat Gravy podcast.
Go to the Pat Gravy store, buy your box hunter sweater.
PatGravyMerch.com.
The only thing I had is that this is gonna be a weird T day for me because like I'm not doing T day on T day. I'm doing T day on T day +1. So which means Friday.
Doing on Friday.
Yeah. So because I'm working tomorrow morning, passing out turkeys at work, and then I'm gonna drive straight to Fredericksburg, or I guess Johnson City now. So I won't get until like night. So my dad's like, whatever, we'll just do it Friday. And I don't have to do it with like my annoying sibling because my dad's gonna do it with them the day before. So like I just get to like hang out and drink and get fucked up on Friday. But now, so here's what's also gonna be weird about it, and this is arguably the worst part. Not that I'm not doing it on the day of, is I don't have professional football on Friday. There's gonna be some college games, I'm sure.
No, they do have a Black Friday game, don't they?
Do they this year? I
thought they have a Black Friday game.
Hold on. That you say that, I think you're right. Let's look this up.
Maybe not. No, they don't.
Nope.
Never mind. And it's starting next year. Next year. That's
yeah.
Got my years mixed up. Hey, it's T-Day week, dude. All I'm thinking about is T-Day.
But also, like, I'm gonna have to miss Bills, Lions, Giants, Cowboys. Like, I'll be able to watch it, but not like fully.
I wish I didn't have to watch Giants, Cowboys.
Yeah, that one could get rough.
I'm just gonna be sad.
That could be very rough.
I'm gonna drink a lot during that one.
You just
all hurt.
You know what?
They're all hurt. It's fine.
Max protect. You just gotta protect Danny and don't let them start teeing off on him like the Vikings did last week.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it at all. Not excited.
But yeah, so like it's not even really my not cool. Just like it's gonna be a weird T day this year. I've never had like I worked last year too, but I didn't drive afterwards, so I just kind of went home and watched football. It's gonna be a weird one.
It does throw you off. Like it's cool because like you're celebrating, especially like when you like. I hate when you have to celebrate a holiday before the holiday because it feels like because you're like, oh, but now everybody else can be celebrating. I'm like, I already did that. But like when you like everybody else has already celebrated Thanksgiving or T-Day, excuse me, when everybody else has already celebrated T-Day, and then like your T-Day is the following day, and you're like, ha ha, I'm having turkey, bitches. And they're all like, but yesterday, T-Day was yesterday for me, and now Pat's getting to celebrate T-Day. Like, you're going to get to be the nanny boo-boo guy because you get to have it afterwards.
I can post pictures and get hella likes when they're not surrounded by everybody else's pictures. It's the next day. It's like the theory that you don't like a girl.
The clout.
You don't like a girl's Instagram picture when you post it. You wait 2 or 3 days. And then you like it, so she'll see that you liked it because it's not in the storm of everybody else liking it immediately.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
I didn't know that trick, but it makes sense.
Well, you don't need it anymore.
I don't. I should do it to Emma. Just wait a week to like any of her posts. Be like, hey, girl.
Sup?
Spam like all of her posts. Like, unlike the other ones that I did like and like them all.
That's what you should do.
15 of my pictures? I did, girl. What's up?
Occasionally you should just underneath one of her pictures just hit her with a sub.
Slide in her DMs. Damn, girl, you looking fine. Yo, that turkey's looking moist as fuck. You feeling moist?
That would be I don't know if you want to say that one, but I was gonna say that would be great if
she
you
can't
just
divorce me at this point. It's too much of a hassle.
If online you just talk to your wife like a fuck boy.
Hey Alex, I just checked my DMs for the first time this week, and it's all you being just vulgar. Yeah, girl, what's up? You like that?
No, fuck the DMs. You got to do it in the comments so other people can see it.
What's up, girl? Yo, give me a call. Check those DMs, girl.
Oh, I just gave you a new way to have so much fun.
Yeah. She was joking about, like, she was like, you would never divorce me. I was like, no, I wouldn't, because I'm lazy and there's a lot of paperwork and I'm just not going to go through it. Like, at this point, I'm just like, I think it was Sweet Home Alabama, if I do recall correctly.
Love that movie.
Just a huge callback where they were divorced, but they weren't divorced. They were just separated, estranged.
Because he never signed the papers.
He's like, yeah, I ain't signing that shit. Like, yeah, I'm just going to fucking move and we'll live our separate lives, but that'll be it.
I'm Reese Witherspoon and he's Josh Lucas, and we're from small town Alabama, but now I live in New York City, but I gotta go back. Hope I don't fall in love with him again.
Oh shit, I did.
Fucking 2000s rom-coms were the shit.
Dude. Well, Sweet Home Alabama.
Fucking Reese Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm. Coming off of that Legally Blonde fucking ride, just going right into that. Yeah,
she was hot in the streets.
Hotter than ever at that point. So that was our pre-com segment, T-Day edition. And I think we got some more T-Day themed stuff coming up here in the pre-com segment, brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store. Pat was just talking about it. The Box Hunter Christmas sweater available now. All of the Pass the Gravy ugly Christmas sweaters are available at passthegravymerch.com. It's the perfect time to get those. I know those office Christmas parties happen a little bit earlier than the actual holiday. You want to make sure you order now. Passthegravymerch.com. We don't just have ugly Christmas sweaters. We also have, like, hey, I know the World Cup is going on right now. I got my PTG USA sweatshirt right here.
We got fucked. We got fucked the other day.
We did get fucked, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but we did get fucked. Fuck whales. But my favorite thing that's new in the store is the Gravy Gang ugly Christmas sweater, designed by the one and only Bobby Jokes. It just says Gravy Gang on it. It's got a cool Christmas themed background with the PTG logo on it as well. But let everybody know you're part of the Gravy Gang, and it's like the perfect time of year to have a Gravy Gang sweatshirt, because people just, what is that? Oh, hey, yeah, time to pass some gravy. Here we go. Gravy Gang stuff right there. All of those are just $40. I know a lot of the other sweatshirts you get are like $60, $70. We have the Gravy City stuff still available right now. We do have a Black Friday sale going down on Friday. You can get 20% off your order when you enter code GRAVYSZN. That's GRAVYSZN. 20% off your order at checkout. We got the PTG beanies. We have the Gravy Studios hoodies and t-shirts, the Gravy City shirts and workout shirts. We have just the regular Pass Gravy logo shirts. I need to get one of the beanies. I lost my beanie that I got last
I'm literally like adding that into my cart as we speak.
Yeah, I am going to drop about $200 before the 20% is taken off when I go to the passgravymerchstore.com. Get the Pastronaut sweatshirt that you want as well. Also, I love the Darling Like a Marlin Christmas sweater. That good news. I saw a dog today. Dallas killed JFK. People don't forget. Holidays are for the homies with Jesus and Santa Claus on the front. The Box Hunter one that is, I know, a favorite of Robert's and Pat's. And then, as we just said, the new Gravy Gang Christmas sweater, and then all of your favorite Pass Gravy t-shirts available, as well as their dad hats, our trucker hats. Go support your favorite podcast. If you're getting somebody that listens to Pass Gravy a little gift, it's the perfect time to do that. Black Friday promo code GRAVYSZN, GRAVYSZN. At checkout, you're going to get 20% off your order starting on Black Friday. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Go get that Christmas sweater. Go get that Christmas item. Go get whatever merch you haven't got, because you want to support your favorite podcast. Go get it. PassTheGravyMerch.com. When you get it, tag us at PassTheGravyPod. Let us know you're supporting the podcast. We'll give you guys a follow, a retweet. We'll give you a shout out on the podcast. PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kids segment that begins now.
It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first comeback kid this week is Gravy, because we did say this is our week.
Gravy.
It is our week.
Gravy.
It's Gravy. This is the graviest week of all the weeks. People are going to actually be saying pass the gravy to one another, besides just when we tell you pass the gravy, bitches. But remember this, just like when somebody says gravy this week, just think about us. Think about us. Think about your pass the gravy fam, your gravy gang. All right. We didn't invent gravy, but we brought gravy into the mainstream, I think.
I want some biscuits and gravy for breakfast on Friday before I have Thanksgiving for lunch and then the sandwich for dinner. I want all day gravy.
Gravy all day long. That's the way to go with it. T-Day is the graviest day of them all. Hopefully you're listening to us maybe on the way to a relative's house to celebrate T-Day. And, happy T-Day to all of you and yours. Unless you don't listen to Past Gravy, then get your shit together, honestly.
You're a real big butthole.
I hope that everybody that listens to Past Gravy has a slightly better T-Day than people that don't listen to Past Gravy. And I think it is your job as a Gravy Gang member to tell those that don't listen to Past Gravy that it's time to listen to Past Gravy. And you can fool them this week by being like, it's a podcast that's centered around being thankful and Thanksgiving. And we do always say, like, be thankful for your bros, for your fam, like the Gravy Gang is our family. We are thankful for all of you guys every single day. Like we would be talking to absolutely nobody if we didn't have you guys. So we are incredibly thankful for you guys. Happy T-Day, and celebrate some gravy with us this week. All right. I'm going to have so much gravy.
This is actually perfect because a lot of times, after dinner or lunch, whenever people eat it, then the family's just kind of hanging around. If you're not watching football, then, maybe people are just hanging around, playing little cards, listening to a little music in the background. Fuck the music. Put us on.
Hijack the Bluetooth. Yeah.
Have your family listen to us while you're hanging around talking, playing cards. Like, I guarantee you grandma would laugh at some things.
What are these guys saying? These guys are crazy. Yeah, grandma. You're going to love them. And then go on her phone and subscribe to Past Gravy Podcast. That's another one of your goals. Just go to family members' phones, especially the older family members that have no idea where the podcast app is and will never use it anyway. Just hit the subscribe button to Past Gravy and then give us a subscription. And then also, it's like an early Christmas present, like free subscriptions to everybody at your T-Day dinner that you're at to Past Gravy, all right? And free YouTube subscriptions as well.
Can't you just picture grandma sitting there like, I also like to hunt for presents beforehand. Can I have the box hunter sweater, sweetie? And you're like, yes, grandma, you can have that.
Of course. And then there, boom, check that off the Christmas.
And your grandma's wearing a box hunter sweater, and you just get to sit there at Christmas going,
how fun is that? How fun is that? All right. Who doesn't like to hunt for presents?
Grandma doesn't even know she's a lesbian over there.
Maybe she's just experimented in college. We don't know. We don't know. We don't judge her.
It's her golden years, and she wants to go out with a bang.
Yeah. Let her celebrate the way she wants to. But yeah, Gravy is back. So is T-Day. Also, along with that, a lot of our comeback kids are T-Day related, but parades are back. I feel like we should like a power ranking parades, but like number one in power ranking parades would be any championship parade, and then second would be the Ferris Bueller parade, right? Where you just kind of hijacked it.
Ferris Bueller might be one.
Any championship parade.
I don't know.
Has to be number one because it's like, yeah, we just won a shit, bro.
But I feel for hockey, it would be a lot of fun because it's not as crowded But I didn't go to this parade. I went to the first one. It was really hot and too crowded. It's pain getting in and out of. And I know I'm a grouchy person, so I'm probably on the outside of this. I don't actually want to go to the championship parade. He said, unless it's hockey, because I don't think it's going to be as crowded. It'll be just a good time. And hockey players love to fucking get loaded.
I think all of the people love to get loaded.
That's true. But especially hockey players. I'm just saying, I think I would still go Ferris Bueller's Parade 1-1 because that was
he just hijacked the parade. That's kind of sick.
And fucking started singing Twist and Shout like a goddamn G.
I recall Central Park in fall. How your la lips. Da, 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 da. I don't remember, but he had a fucking that sick vest on.
Oh, dude, Ferris Bueller rocked a vest harder than anybody has ever rocked a vest, and I'm rocking a vest pretty fucking hard right now. But his wasn't it a sweater vest that he was wearing?
It was like a leopard vest, wasn't it?
But I think it was a sweater vest because it wasn't open in the front, right?
Ferris Bueller vest.
I'm on it.
No,
no, it was that button up.
It was like a leopard print.
That was the 80th vest of all time.
I need 80s,
it. 80s-iest vest.
You get $39, dude. And order now. One click delivery. That's where Amazon gets you. That's where Amazon gets you.
See, that's why I Google these things. I don't go to Amazon because I know.
Well, I Googled it, and then they had the Amazon link, and then I clicked the Amazon link, and now it's already ordered. So it should be here in 2 days.
Plus, like, I can't wear that because if I do that, I'm not dressing as Ferris Bueller. Look, it's fat Ferris Bueller.
You could be fat Ferris Bueller, and I'll just be other Ferris Bueller.
Oh, I was gonna say you could be skinny Cameron, but Cameron was already skinny.
Just buy see, it doesn't
jersey.
Work. Here, I have a Red Wings jersey, a Gordie Howe jersey. Look at me.
You could dress up. I would be more appropriate anyway if I dressed up as Mooney.
Yeah.
Just a grumpy fucking principal.
9 times. 9 times. I want to watch Ferris Bueller now. I'm saying so that's great. A Thanksgiving Day movie now. It's a Thanksgiving Day movie. It's not, but it is.
Why not?
Yeah, let's just count it. But parades are back. I mean, you have the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Everybody's got the local parade. Oh, look at these bands. Like, it would suck to be in a high school band, would it not?
Because like, I can only assume so.
Do you like going to parades if you're in a high school band, or like it would suck on Thanksgiving? I always felt like stuff you had to do on Thanksgiving is like, now I can't eat Thanksgiving. Like, I truly am not eating like the real T-Day Thanksgiving. It's like I have to do stuff on this. I don't want to do that.
I don't, and I'm sure band people would say this about sports to me too, but I truly don't understand the point of high school band unless you're trying to use that instrument to get you a scholarship into college, or like, I guess if you just need to write down, I had this activity on a transcript. Because why? Now, like I said, I'm sure they'd be like, well, why are you playing high school football if you're not going to go? Because it's
fun. Don't get made fun of for being a pussy.
But like, if you're in the band, like, if you don't want to be there, just like, I don't know, have fun. Go hang out with your friends. Get a little job. Make some money in high school.
No, I don't think anything's wrong with being in the band, because
there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't understand it.
But like, well, because like if you're good at an instrument, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's also like you probably hate fucking being like, oh hey, it's Thanksgiving. Like if you're like a New York school, like hey, you're gonna be in the Macy's parade. You're like, I don't want to fucking go to the Thanksgiving Day parade. I don't want to do that. Now I can't go eat turkey with my family. I got to be fucking standing and marching for 48 hours.
Not to mention then it's going to take forever to get out of there because of the Thanksgiving Day traffic.
It's going to be cold.
I got to listen to Al Roker be like, oh, look, it's Snoopy.
No, you probably don't even get to hear Al Roker. You don't get to hear that. You're just marching.
No, I didn't say hear him. I said look at him. You get to see him up in the booth.
A brief second. You can't hear. He's probably all warm while you're freezing your fucking ass off. Your mouth is stuck to the tuba you were blowing on earlier because it's so cold.
Still, like every year,
got a Christmas story situation
for like, I don't know, probably 6 years. My mom will be like, let's put on the parade, and me, my brother, and my dad are like, shut up, football's on.
Yeah,
I don't yell, shut up, football's on at my mom, but like, actually, I probably do.
I probably do that. Mom, football's on.
No, mom, there's one TV, football. Sorry.
Football.
No fucking parade.
Well, the beauty was like it would start early, and like my grandma would always watch that, and they're like, all right, well, like football's on, and then my dad had like, a TV in the garage that you go watch it in the garage. But like nowadays, like, I've already been up early to gamble on all these things. My dad always wakes up, and we do the deep fryer. You know, he's got the deep fryer going, and he cuts up tortillas, and we make tortilla chips like our own, and then he does a little like deep fried ribeye to start the morning off too. So you're kind of just picking off part of a ribeye.
Remember you tell me about that?
We're up sitting around the fryer, and I'm like on my phone, like, who are we betting on today? So it's like early enough while the parade's going on. Then you see the pregame, on in the garage TV. So you're like, all right, cool. We're gonna usually bet against the Lions. I think we're betting against the Lions this year, and then just like fuck the Cowboys is kind of the game you play at that point.
He's frying in the driveway, not in the garage, right?
So he used to fry my dad had a whole setup. Like he'd bring like a tarp. He puts the tarp down. We put weights on the outside of the tarp so it doesn't blow away. And then he pours kitty litter around because then the oil doesn't go everywhere all over the driveway and fuck it up. Recently, we got him one of the electric deep fryers. So he just has to set it up on this table that we've got in the garage. And it's like its own thing. It's not like a full on deep fryer. So you just kind of set it in there. So it doesn't require as much setup. But yeah, when we went true big ass deep fryer, we would do it outside.
You don't want that. That's how people set their houses on fire. Okay, I just want to make sure you're being.
Now it's one of the square ones that is in the garage. The garage door's still open and shit. But when it had
not that I
flame,
doubted Mark. I know Mark knows what he's doing.
Mark Middleton knows what he's doing. But before, when it had when there was an actual open flame, we were not fucking doing that inside the garage.
Also, what's great about T-Day, and we didn't talk about this yet, is that it's just an excuse to be a fat fuck for the whole week. Because I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to work out on Monday and Tuesday morning. I'm not going to wake up because I'm just going to eat like shit the rest of the week. So I'm just going to give myself the whole week.
Not to brag, but I did work out Monday and Tuesday this week. So
Boo!
No, but now it justifies anything else. I'm like, you know what? I will have a fourth piece of pie because I worked out on Tuesday. So that's fine.
I was going to go for a walk on Monday, but it was raining. And then Tuesday I slept till noon. So that kind of.
There you go.
Fuck that one up for me. But you know what I told myself? It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's T-Day week.
That was creeping up in my head. I was like, dude, no, it's T-Day week. It's T-Day week. We don't have to do this. And I was like, no, you get to justify being a fat fuck. Because now I'm going to especially be a fat fuck because I'm going to be like, I already worked out. So this doesn't even count. This third round of turkey doesn't count because I already worked out on Monday.
Turkey doesn't count. Holiday meals don't count. It's a fact.
They don't count. Especially if you worked out.
They show up later on your body.
But they don't count. That's future you's problem, not current you.
Yeah. And plus now it's nice and chilly outside. You don't have to sweat your ass off when you're going on a walk or I'm going to leave it at that because I don't jog or run because that's against my code.
Yeah. But hey, walking is a start.
Yeah, and it's nice outside. It's chilly.
Great weather.
Put on a nice podcast. Maybe
a little PTG sweatshirt. Why you? Yeah. It's perfect.
PT sweatshirt, the beanie to cover your ears.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So that was parades. We came into that from. Also back is high school crushes and exes because you're going back to the hometown that night before T-Day. Everybody goes to their old haunt. Everybody goes to the bar. And you're like, oh, hey, it's you. How are you doing? What are you up to? I haven't seen you in forever. How's the family? And it's that, you had a little fling with her. Maybe it didn't work out back then, but now maybe you got a chance. A little liquid courage. Maybe you've had a little glow up. And she's like, damn, he's looking fine. Maybe you get to reconnect. You get those old flings hopping back in there.
Maybe she's got 2 kids now and has to settle for something lower than her, and that's your chance.
That too. Or people settle the night before T-Day. And let's all be respectful. Let's not be creepy. But best of luck to everybody, fellas and ladies out there.
This is something I've missed out on for years. My parents moved to Fredericksburg, and every year I would leave the night before. And I never got to have the fun, mid to late 20s, everyone back in town in college drinking the night, or not in college, but drinking the night before Thanksgiving. I was always out of town. I missed all that shit.
College, first year back in college. Or no, first year at 21 in college.
But also,
got a little action.
I didn't get
not
to do that either because my parents moved as soon as I graduated. They were like,
yeah. But it's a very the circle gets smaller and smaller each year. I feel like because people with family do move away and stuff like that. But when you go back to those old haunts, it was actually at your Times Square place, or not Times Square. Where's the bar that you?
Stars. That's my spot.
Yeah, that was where everybody was hanging out from high school that year, and it was like, oh hey, what's up? How you doing? And it was cool. And you feel like a king because you're like, all right, we're back. And then you're also like, I don't think we're gonna talk again. And it was cool because we didn't really talk again. So it just happened. It just happened.
It actually made me laugh. I've always been good about like my old crew from high school who like I don't talk to like any of them anymore, but they were my close friends. And I just randomly hopped on Facebook today and saw that one of their birthdays was like 6 days ago. And I was like, oh, I've really lost it.
Happy 6 day ago birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, we used to be close, but not anymore. But that was fun 12 years ago when we were friends.
Remember that? But yeah, any old flings you're trying to rekindle? Again, don't be creepy, but good luck, fellas and ladies. Good luck this week.
Are you in town and bored and horny? Well, I still live here.
Hey, these people are too. It's like every like Hallmark movie, but that's Christmas usually.
Yeah, no, and actually that would fit out perfectly for me. The Hallmark movie when like the girl goes back home, she's moved away, has a great job, is with a great guy who earns and earns. She's with a guy that earns a lot of money and he's very successful. And then she comes back home and there's some dirtbag piece of shit that never left home and isn't doing anything with his life. But she falls in love with him instead, and her life is markedly worse. But she's happy, so ladies, that could be me.
Yeah, like he's a workaholic, so he's having to work over the Thanksgiving holiday. But you're not.
I'm just,
and this is your time, Pat.
So you'll see me at the bar.
Just seeing, who knows where it's gonna go. Only time will tell.
Should I drive? Who knows? Find out when you show up at the bar.
This turkey's getting his chance.
Thirsty Christmas this week on Hallmark. Or Thanksgiving. Damn it, Thirsty Thanksgiving. The alliteration was right there, and I still fucked it up.
Thirsty Jesus. Thanksgiving. Coming this T-Day.
Starring Reese Witherspoon.
And Pat Dionne. They didn't cast anybody else. They just like, no, Pat, you can do it. And Reese is like, why? Why this guy? Like, he's supposed to be a piece of shit.
He smells like tobacco and bourbon. Reese, you know the rule of TV.
He smells like tobacco and bourbon.
Hot girl, fat guy. That's the rules. I would. Reese, just give me a shot. I think she'd find me entertaining.
I think so, for a little bit at least.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's all about wearing out that welcome. You can't wear out that welcome.
Is historically, people don't like me at first, and over time they grow to like me. So I'd really have to put the full court press on Reese
immediately. Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not a piece of shit. Like,
I believe
what?
It, yeah.
Okay.
Next comeback kid we got. I wrote going on walks. Going on walks. You know,
been doing that unironically, but I know what you're talking about.
You're hanging with the fam. Yeah, not like Pat. Pat actually goes for walks, but you're hanging with the fam, and your cousin's like, "Hey, dude, wanna go for a walk?" You know what that means. If you know, you know. We don't need to tell you, but if you know, you know. Sorry, it was so cold outside. I was coughing a lot. And why are your eyes red? Because of the cold. Because I'm just ready for turkey. The
wind stings the eyes.
Got a little wind burn in the eyes. Anybody got eye drops? My eyes are so wind burned. Also, can I have 75 pieces of turkey real quick? I'm going to hop into this pie a little bit early, Grandma. I hope that's cool. We used to have the
T-Day walks.
Like we did the deep fried turkey, and then my dad would wait for the we didn't do it pre-meal, we did it after the meal, and my dad would wait for the oil to cool down, and like he'd be like, "Hey, will you take the truck and go and dump this?" And we used to dump it in the empty lot before like they built across the street from us, but then there was always this it was like a wooded space, so we would just go far enough into that to dump the oil in there, and that would be a walk
there. Yeah.
We're going to circle back. There were some people there. We didn't want to cause any. So you go into the woods and then you have a walk in the woods. And you come back and you're like, I might get another piece of pie. Might get another piece of pie and hope that the Cowboys lose some more.
I haven't even asked my dad what he's doing with the turkeys this year. I assume He's got two, so he's probably going to fry one and bake one. I think that's what he's done in the past, which is you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. I'm just like, once you had deep fried turkey, I think it's hard to go back. I've gone back since, but like,
oh, they're both special and unique in their own way.
Yeah, they are, but you never forget the way a deep fried turkey tastes.
White meat or dark meat?
I don't see color, so I go with whatever meat I'm given.
Correct. I was gonna say trick question. It doesn't matter. It's all fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's fucking turkey on T-Day.
I love when people don't like dark meat because I'm like,
oh, okay, I'll have more of the dark meat, dumbass.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have less of the white meat, but that means there's more dark meat for me afterwards, which is delicious.
Don't know why, but I feel like dark meat sometimes tastes better on the sandwich.
Well, I mean, you slice the breast for the sandwich, so you have that as a base layer. But then, yes, you also have like, because dark meat a lot of the time it kind of shreds off and like nuggets isn't the right word, but smaller pieces.
Yeah.
You put down the breast, then you put down some stuffing, and then you stick that dark meat down into the stuffing, and then you get cranberry and you put some gravy on that sandwich too.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a little cranberry horseradish sauce, or a little horseradish applesauce. Mix some horseradish with your applesauce at Thanksgiving this year, Alex. I'm telling you, it's a fucking great like little side / schmear. So fucking good. So good. And then also, like, most people don't do this on the sandwich, kind of steal it from friends. Instead of just putting gravy on it, so put a piece of bread into the gravy to soak it, and then throw that in the middle of your sandwich. The moist maker.
Yeah, the moist maker. That's what they called me back in college.
Hey-o!
Hey-ho! Hey-ho! They didn't ever call me that.
They called you that because you stole everyone's umbrella, and then they would get wet.
I would use the community umbrellas, dude. We don't need to go back to
this. But yeah, walks, sandwiches.
Okay. I had one non-T-Day related comeback kid this week, and it is early morning sports, because fellas, early morning sports are fucking back. The World Cup yesterday. Emma's had to work all week. I have not had to work all week. I mean, I've worked on podcast stuff all week, but like I get to sleep in a little bit. Emma got up at like 5 yesterday morning, left, and I was like, rolling over to go back to bed. I was like, wait, the World Cup is on. And I flipped on Fox. I flipped on Fox and watched Saudi Arabia take down Messi and the Argentinians. And then I was like, yeah, I should go bet. And so I laid it on my phone and I bet. But the best is like, you can be like half asleep. Like half asleep sports is awesome. Like when you nap and watch golf, where you're like, I don't really care. Like, but like I'm gonna roll over and then, oh, let's check the score. Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll back over. Like I did that for the whole like remainder of the Saudi Arabia game, and then I got up and like watched the next 3 games that day. But early morning sports is awesome. That's how I got into soccer in general, where I was like, I'm always waking up, the Premier League's on. I need to pick a team I need to pick a dog in this fight. That's how we're America's West Ham podcast. But World Cup soccer is just fucking electric, dude. It's a lot of fun. But I thought like maybe you're like a lot of the gravy gang. You're like, Alex, I don't know who to bet on. How are you betting on these teams? I don't know who to bet on in the World Cup. So don't worry, Pat. I have carefully constructed Alex's World Cup betting guide. And this is just, should I bet this team or should I not bet this team? I put all 32 countries that are participating in the World Cup. I'm going to run through it. And if you see this team scheduled, you want to bet on them, this is how you bet these teams, all right? We're going to start with Qatar. No, they're just there and happy to be included, all right? We don't bet Qatar. Ecuador, group stage only. Senegal, only against Qatar. Netherlands, you bet them because they have cool jerseys, so yes, you bet them. England.
And fun names. Fun names, too, in the Netherlands.
Netherlands does have a lot of fun names, so that's another reason to check. Memphis Depay. Fuck yeah.
Van Schlanderberg.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's fun to say.
And they say Netherlands, Nederland, which is just, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. England, fuck the Redcoats. We don't bet England. Iran, nope. USA, yeah, duh. Wales, fuck Wales. They're a bunch of wannabe ass dragons. Like, you're named after a fucking giant sea creature, but you want to be a fucking dragon. Get the fuck out of here, Wales, you fucking frauds. Argentina, frauds. Saudi Arabia, no. Mexico, sometimes. Poland, against Saudi Arabia only. France, yes. Bet le bleu. Australia, fun, but no. Denmark, against Tunisia and Australia. Tunisia, no. Spain, C. Costa Rica, no. Germany, people don't forget. You know what you did. Japan, no. Belgium, yes. Canada, upset team, so yes. Morocco, more like Morocco, no. Croatia, too old, so no. Brazil, winners, bet the fuck out of them. Serbia, only against Cameroon. Switzerland, against everyone but Brazil. Cameroon, no. Portugal, fuck Ronaldo. They'll win the group, though. Ghana, not gonna get anywhere in this tournament, so don't bet them. Uruguay, yes, we'll get out of group stage. And then Korea, nope. So that has been Alex's World Cup betting guide. Hopefully that helps.
I mean, it really did. It really did. Thank you for that.
Yeah, man, that's what, like, I'm just trying to help. Like, just remember, Morocco, no, don't bet Morocco, even though they drew today.
I'll be honest, all I took away from that was should I bet on Spain? C. And Germany, people don't forget.
People don't forget. We know what the H-Man did. All right? People don't forget. And Germany did lose today to Japan, so
Yeah, like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, people don't forget. No matter where. Although Japan wasn't really great in World War II either.
Looks like the Axis powers are turning on each other.
They're fighting one another. Interesting. Interesting. And then Spain, see, they're up 3-0 right now. So obviously I was correct in saying to bet Spain. And then, yeah, just fuck England, all right? This is 2 days before USA England, and England can go fuck themselves. And if they win, then it was fraudulent and something was crooked. But England's a bunch of fucks.
My only World Cup prediction was a picture that I found online of George Washington hitting King George with the DDT. Or was it the Stone Cold Stunner? It was a Stone Cold Stunner, it looked more like, because it was over the... trying to remember my wrestling moves. It's been a while. But yeah, that's my... I bet one game. It was America to win. The refs fucked us, and I said I'm not betting anymore. But I'll still bet America on Friday against England. We're gonna lose. Because we've got like other real sports to care about. So like
no, we're gonna win, dude. We're gonna win.
I'm dropping the expectations.
We're gonna win.
Dropping them. Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna fucking drop dick on them like it's 17.
We're gonna fuck them up, bro. We're gonna fuck them up.
We're gonna take England and shove its face into its locker. Okay, we're gonna bully the shit out of them. Kristen Pulisic is gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, I'm better than you."
No taxation without representation, you fucks.
Also, something I want to know. Then this pissed me off while I was watching the game the other day. Gareth Bale. Since when the fuck is he Welsh?
He's always been Welsh. He's like literally their only player.
Didn't he used to play for England?
No.
I just know his name, so I assumed
like Wales is just like knockoff England, and that's why.
See, I assumed that he wasn't good enough to play for England anymore, so now he was playing for Wales.
They do that a lot over there.
Yeah, like they're like, it's the same country. Like there's 4 countries in your country. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah, it's fuck both of them. Fuck both of them, honestly.
Yeah, fuck both of them.
Fuck both of them. But that was our World Cup.
Yeah.
World Cup betting guide. All right. Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. We're gonna do one more. All right, you guys keep coming back, but we're gonna do one more What Would Jesus Do segment. This is the final one. Hashtag PTGWWJDs, where you send your submissions. Throw Jesus in a modern day situation he would find himself in if he came back in today's times. Again, last one though. So last one at Pass Grade Pod, hashtag WWJD or hashtag PTGWWJD if you'd like to submit one. But last one for the final time ever. But this week's What Would Jesus Do is brought to us by littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's Christmas shopping time, and this is the best like stocking stuffer site to go to, littleemshop.com. If you order $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping on that. And also if you use our promo code PTG69, you get 10% off your order at littleemshop.com. They've got all kind of custom stickers, not jewelry. They have custom keychains. If you're a T Swift fan, they got all kinds of awesome T Swift themed stuff. I know she's very hot these days, but the perfect gift for coworkers. They have the best air fresheners on the planet. I have a little Gravy King keychain. They have those little hotel type keychains. They're pretty cool. Promise you, you're gonna find something for everybody at littlemshop.com, and they're a great little stocking stuffer to throw in at it's the best way to tell your friend that their car stinks without being rude. Like, hey, got you this. And they're like, oh, this is a wonderful smelling air freshener. Like, hang it up in that car. And then that car won't smell anymore. And they'll feel great about it because it looks cool and it smells good too. LittleEMshop.com, at LittleEM tweets on Twitter, and at LittleEMshop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. LittleEMshop.com for all your Christmas needs. Use the promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at LittleEMshop.com, the official sponsor of the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy David Ruiz at David_Ruiz90 on Twitter. David says, since it's World Cup season, what country would Jesus root for since Israel is clearly not in it?
All right. So, as most things in life, I take my lead from South Park. Wearing my South Park socks right now. That's Kenny.
Nice.
What did we learn about religion from South Park? It's that the Mormons are correct. Okay. And what the Mormons believe is that Jesus also made his way to America, which would make it his final resting place. Jesus is going for USA.
USA.
I mean, what other country would he go for?
God's country.
You think he's gonna go for Italy? The Romans killed him.
Yeah. Doubt
Allegedly back then, but no, he actually made it.
They also didn't qualify. They also didn't qualify for the World Cup. Probably because
Wait, I didn't even know that. Italy did not qualify for the World Cup.
They did not qualify. Well, I mean, you killed our Lord and Savior. It's hard to qualify. He's gonna stack the road against you. I don't know why I also wrote down Morocco, just because it seems like JC might root for Morocco too. But like USA is obviously who he picks. If you had to pick a secondary team, Morocco just sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Morocco would be his second pick.
But we don't bet Morocco. Jesus would just root for them.
Morocco, no.
USA, God's country. That's obviously who JC's going with, right?
I mean, Blake Shelton has a song called God's Country, and it's about America. So, like,
where's Blake Shelton from? America?
I mean, God bless Texas with his own. I never heard God bless Spain with his own. No, nobody says that shit.
They don't say that.
Jesus, America, freedom.
That's all we got to say right there. USA, David. USA is who God and Jesus would be rooting for in the World Cup.
I'm actually proud that I nailed that song was Blake Shelton. I had no idea.
I would have believed. If you had said anybody, I would have believed that it was.
Yeah.
You had said, what was it? Brantley Gilbert. I'd be like, yep, that guy.
I thought he was a quarterback.
I thought he was also a country singer, right?
Wait, no. Wait, was Brantley Gilbert not the quarterback that was behind
Garrett Gilbert?
That was Garrett Gilbert. Okay, no, Brantley Gilbert is a
Brantley Gilbert is.
I confuse those two dudes all the time.
Brantley Gilbert looks like if Bryce Harper was somehow douchier and was a country singer.
His name is Brantley. Of course, he's a fucking douchebag. Like if you name your child Brantley, you want one of two things to happen, or maybe both. You want them to get bullied in school, and you want them to be a racist
or a country music singer.
I mean,
which could go hand in hand with
all of those could go together. But your name is Brantley,
or you want your kid to be a racist.
I mean, come on. You're telling me a guy named Brantley doesn't say the N-word?
I'm not saying he doesn't say it, but he's definitely said
it. You know what? Brantley may not say the N-word, but he definitely doesn't like the Jays.
No.
I mean, come on.
Robert, cut this part out. Cut this part out. Cut that part out.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Just bleep that whole part. Just bleep it.
But Bradley Defin.
That would be really funny if Robert did just bleep like a 30-second part of the podcast. Be like, what happened there? Don't worry about it.
Just me talking and you react to it, but you can't hear any of it.
Just like it's like static, like just.
This audio file has been lost for the next 10, 9, 8.
Well, it was on Kid Rock or on Cowboy where it's like radio edit.
I want to listen to Cowboy now.
I can't because the Giants play the Cowboys.
Wow, West.
All right. You know what? Saying the N-word is not cool. Saying the N-word is not cool, and that really is actually the next segment we're gonna get into right here. A lot of things in life are not cool, like saying the N-word, which we don't condone in this podcast. But one thing that will never not be cool is Southern Star Brewing Company, the official beer sponsor of Pass Gray Podcast and the Not Cool segment. They're also hosting our Christmas Spooktacular on Saturday, December 17th out at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. We're going to have all kinds of fun there. We're going to have the Gravies Awards. I saw that there's a Gravy Gang group chat just going with like 18 people in it on Facebook, and that people were like talking about like getting ready for the Gravies. They were getting ready for the Spooktacular.
Oh, I need to book my hotel. I keep forgetting.
It warmed my heart that there were people that are like that. There's an 18-person group of people just excited about the Gravies, and I mean, we're gonna do the nominations a couple weeks out, and we want to make sure if you're nominated, you have the opportunity to be there. But I don't know, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It's the 9th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular. We're gonna have our Christmas movie bracket. Santa's gonna be there. We're gonna have all kinds of fun activity. Yeah, we know him. We know him, but we're also gonna have the world's best beer. Pat, what are you drinking? Pat, I have been hunting for this. And Pat fucking found it without having to go to the brewery. What you got right there, buddy?
Beautiful sound. I have.
I didn't open it. I couldn't hear it.
Oh,
Texas
shit.
Punch.
Texas Punch. Texas Punch Citra Azaka. I had no idea what this was. I was at work. I had to run to HEB for work to pick up some things. But as I do every time, just little run through the beer aisle, see what's in there. I see this Texas Punch staring at me. I go, I don't know what this is. What is this beautiful can that Southern Star has just dropped on me with no knowledge? I buy it, having no idea what it is. I thought I was going to get maybe this is going to be like a fruit punch style thing. I get back to work. I spin it around. I see what it is. No, New England style IPA. I cracked one right there at work and drank it.
Was it
it's fucking
everything
delicious.
You thought it would be?
Oh, dude, the best New England. Now, like people that like IPAs, there's IPAs, there's New England IPAs. You get that you get that nose on there. It's fucking beautiful. It's somehow light, but also hoppy at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, last night my brother grabbed one and I go, wait, how many are left? He goes, 2. I go, no. I don't have time.
The fuck down.
Because we woke up in the morning. We're doing this early for the people today. I didn't have time to run out and get more beer.
For you.
So I was like, no, I need both of these. To just crush. And it is. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I will say it's my second favorite IPA they've ever made.
What?
Only behind the Costco Corova milkshake. That one was
Corova milkshake is nails as well.
It's long gone. That was like my favorite beer I've ever had in my fucking life. This is number 2 at Southern Star right now.
Dare I say the coolest can? Like maybe the coolest can design they have. I
want to I gotta leave
simple,
here
but
in a
cool.
bit. I want to go to the movie theater by my house real quick and just run inside and be like, can I get, because if anybody watch the video version, it's got that like
YouTube Pass Gray Podcast.
Red and blue overlay. That's like the 3D overlay. I want to just be like, can I just borrow a set of your 3D glasses real quick? Because I want to see if this is actually 3D or if they just did this to fuck with me. But like the way it is, like it's got to be 3D. Like if you have 3D glasses, look at this can, it's going to jump out at you. And then I'm going to trip fucking balls.
Yeah. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company, whether you want their new one, whether you want the old school bombshell blonde that never goes wrong.
I want to mix that with Southern Brunch.
Oh,
that little New England IPA.
A little citrusy. Yep. Yeah, the Southern Brunch. It's like a mimosa in a can. My personal favorite, the Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. There's something for everybody. If you go up to the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe, let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll hook you up. But they have all kinds of beers that they haven't even really released. It's like tap room exclusives. You're going to feel like you're in an exclusive little club there, getting to try all kinds of awesome beer. There's something truly for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer on the planet and the official beer sponsor of the Not Cool segment. Also, don't forget to mark your calendars for Saturday, December 17th, the 9th annual Pastor Grady Christmas Spooktacular and Gravies Awards going down that afternoon. Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer on the planet, and the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Let's start with some listener submitted not cools. Again, the not cool segment is for you to vent about anything that happens that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool. You can get run over by a truck. Very not cool. You could also stub your toe. Also not cool. We encourage you to hit us up at Pass Grade Pod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool and send us things that make you say, hey, man, that's not cool all throughout the week. We're going to pick some of the best ones each week and share them with you. This week, we have a couple listener submitted ones that we're going to start us off with. Let's start with Melissa Hyde at Mel Hyde myself. And she says, I just sat through 6 light cycles. It just kept skipping us. I would have run it, but there was people in front of me. Fix that shit. Melissa, I hate that shit. By where I live, the left turn light probably once a month at least, if not more than that, just forgets that it's supposed to turn green ever. And you'll sit there for 10 minutes and you're just like, what are we doing here? Okay, that's gone. They've gone. What? It's my turn. It's not my turn. It's not. How's it not my turn? And then eventually you just have to run it, or you have to go, U-turn, and come back the other way. That is fucking frustrating as shit, because if you're not used to it being like that, then you don't know to go. So then there's people that are just like, I'm just going to sit here forever. And it's like, I don't have all day to waste. That is absolutely like one of the most frustrating things ever. I 100% am with you on the fix that shit tirade. Bullshit.
I would lose my mind. I got stuck yesterday. I hit 2 lights back to back because this person was driving 25. And granted, the street was only 30, but that means you're going 35. But it's just this old, and it was an old like Towns car, so I just knew the person in front of me had to be like 86 years old.
Yeah, so you gotta like give them a little bit of a pass.
But they were going 25 miles an hour down the road, and we hit 2 lights that turned yellow as we were approaching, and of course they slowed into it.
When you stop at the yellow, yeah, it's like you go through it. When it's yellow and you're there, you just keep going.
But even then, I was still moving. If I were just sitting there for 6 light cycles, I would have gotten out, shit in my hand, and thrown it at the light to just make something activate. I would have lost my fucking mind.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, honestly, I probably would have gotten out of my car and gone up to the car that's in front and knocked on and be like, dude, pull forward. It's obviously
Let's
not
make
recognizing
moves.
it. Like, just pull forward 8 feet.
But sometimes it's not the sensor. It's not the sensor either. I think sometimes it's just the light is fucked.
It could be, but also change. Like, it's probably not the sensor.
Try
but change
something
where,
different.
Try something. Move your car a little bit. See if it recognizes after that. Like, holy shit. I would fucking.
Yeah.
I'd be ready to murder everybody.
I identify with that in so many ways, Melissa. T's and P's, and hopefully you got through it. I feel like you did, or else you wouldn't have messaged us. You wouldn't have tweeted us about it. But yeah, that sucks. That's a solid one to start us off with. And then I have one more listener one before we get into ours. Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P on Twitter says his not cool is getting a decent raise at my job only to have the new insurance plan nearly wipe out said raise. Yeah, that's where they get you. Dude, insurance is it's like nice to get it with your job, but like
scam.
When you're like, man, that's like so much of my paycheck I'm just giving to insurance. And like I told Emma, like this is the first year she's been on my health insurance, and I was like, hey, we're not gonna get the life insurance, so like, can you just give me 365 more days at least, because like I can't afford to pay for the life insurance right now. So let's just promise that we won't die in a year, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
when you're adding up,
I've never had insurance.
Like when you click, you have to go click through like all this stuff, and it's like, well, if I die, do I want my family to get things? Yeah, I'd like that. Okay, and it's like now that's $20 every paycheck. Okay. Do I want to be like, if I'm in the hospital, do I want them to cover that? Yeah, I would also like that. That seems like something important. Okay, well, that's $100 every biannual or biweekly, right? And it's like, then eventually you're just like, all right, so like one paycheck every month is just going to be like 75% of it's out, and it's just gonna be, well, you got health insurance. I'm like, but that's me paying for the health insurance. I don't know. I know back in the day, companies used to just cover shit. Like, we're in a different time, but it fucking sucks when you're like, yeah, I do have health insurance. And then you're like, well, I don't want to get sick. I hope I never use it, but me not using this, it's good. Like, insurance is the biggest fucking what if. And it's, like, I want to be covered. When I had my eye injury, I didn't have vision insurance. And luckily it was considered an injury. So I was able to cover it under that, but I almost like had to pay all that out of pocket. I did have to pay a lot of shit out of pocket on that, but it's like, that's the box you didn't check. It's always the box you don't fucking check that gets you.
This is one of the few times where having no one that loves me and me loving no one comes out in my advantage, because I don't need insurance, because I don't have to take care of anybody.
Right. But like, yourself is like, that's a big,
dude, I barely like me. Why would I insure that? Do you have any idea how much money I've saved over the last? When did we come off our parents' insurance? 26.
I think it's when you turn 18.
No.
21.
No, it's like 24 or 26 was the last time you were allowed to be on your whatever it was.
I was off before that.
Well, I wasn't. So 6-7 years, I've had no insurance, no problems. No problems. I mean, I felt like I had to piss. What was it, 2 weeks ago? A lot.
26.
And then that went away. Yeah, 26. So for the last 6 years, I've had no insurance. Zero problems. Do you have any idea how much money I've saved? All that money just goes into me having 3 TVs in my living room so I can watch more sports.
Fuck, that makes
sense. But here's the thing. Now you have a wife.
Right.
You have
and
to
it's
have
like,
insurance.
I have to be responsible.
Because it's somebody that you care about and want taken care of. I don't have that. So I'm good.
Yeah.
So who's the smart guy now?
So going back to Mike, like, also, like, you're probably able to make some sick, like, picks on your health insurance because you got that raise, and then you're like, but now that's cool if your company gave you the raise knowing that the health insurance is going up, so then it didn't fuck you more, because like, if you don't get a raise and your health insurance goes up and then you're ending up spending more money, but that means you're making less money, which just like, it's a whole slippery slope. So at least like you got the raise to kind of even it out. It sucks that like you don't really get to enjoy the raise, but at least you're not like losing, like you're not making less money because you're paying for health insurance now.
You might just have to go to the company and be like, yeah, I appreciate the raise, but it was wiped out by the health insurance plan. I'm not actually making more money right now. If you don't want me to start looking at competitors, you might. I think I need to be paid more, because you gave me a cost of living raise, not a raise for the work that I've done. I would like a raise for the work that I've done.
Yeah, but it's also hard, like, when you get the raise and then you're like, hey, thanks for the raise, but also I need an actual raise. And it's like, but you can be ungrateful, but I get what you're saying.
But you knew the new insurance plan was going to wipe out all of my raise.
I got kids, dog. Yeah, that's
I got to make some pork candy, and I don't have money for it anymore because your insurance is taking care of all of it.
I still want to try some of that Mikey P's.
So do I. Dude. Mikey, bring it. Bring it. Mikey, I want your pork in my mouth.
Pat said it. He wants it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I want it. I want it bad.
Okay, I'll go with mine.
All right.
No, this is a podcast.
This is a serious sounding one.
This is a podcast. We're in a trust tree, so I expect no judgment. I'm sharing things with the podcast and everybody listening to it, so we don't make fun of anybody. We just love one another. I took a poop today, and when I wiped, there's blood, and so yeah, that's what I was dealing with.
Whoa! No, you wrote blood in my poop on here. You wiped and there was blood?
There was for both.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you wipe and there's blood, you probably just
used
a little bit toilet paper, a little bit in, often.
But it wasn't like because of that. So I did.
By the way, is it weird? Is it weird that I find wiping and seeing a little blood on it not to be irregular?
Not bad for me, at least at this point.
Yeah,
because
because like sometimes you wipe it, it's a little bloody because you shit a lot that day and you use bad toilet paper. But blood in the poop.
and it also
That's
wasn't like I know
still
that if
ignore
it's
that
like
too, though. By the way,
if it's like dark colored blood, that's bad. But it wasn't dark colored blood.
you Googled this, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I did the normal thing where I was like, I'm not gonna freak myself out because I got a podcast to record today. So I'm gonna do the normal thing. I'm gonna clean up shop. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't happen again.
That's what I've done my entire life.
That's what I did with it. So fingers crossed. There's nothing seriously wrong here.
I doubt it, dude. Sometimes you just poop a little blood. You're in your 30s. You are think about it. Without medicine and anything, you were on the back nine of your life.
True.
Humans weren't like we were supposed to die at like 42.
True.
So just
Probably
think about it
before
that way. Probably. Well, I mean, without the natural predators. I'm just talking about if you just lived and nobody killed you. Humans have lived out, but now we have medicines and shit like that.
Like Jesus only made it to 33.
Bro, you're on borrowed time, dude.
I'm on borrowed time. Every day is a gift, bro. That's what I always say.
I'm a year away from being more powerful than Jesus. I choose to think of it that way. More powerful than Jesus ever was, I should say. Actually, I mean, I'm sure I already am more powerful than Jesus ever was because people were tiny back then. Jesus was probably like 5'2".
True.
Which means that the cross that he carried was probably only 6 feet tall. I probably could have just like,
Looks like an NBA, not even as tall as an NBA player these days.
I could have just thrown it over my shoulder and been fine, but
yeah.
Just saying.
But yeah, so I did the normal thing and I was like, I'm not gonna do any research and I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't happen anymore. So please.
Sometimes you get a little blood in your poop, dude. It's okay, it happens, man.
It's right. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like if it was every time, okay, that's bad. But this was like
if you
once.
poop blood for a week, go see a doctor.
Right. Okay.
If you poop blood every 6 months, you're fine. You ate something a little bad.
We were like a big poop. Maybe it was just a big poop.
Yeah, maybe the big poop split your butthole a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't used to it.
Well, hey, so it was solid?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good. If it's solid, there's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Dude, you're still having solid poops. That's a healthy poop. You're good. There was just
a
a little blood.
Poop?
It was just a little blood. It happens.
I know this gets kind of gross. It was kind of a gross share, but I was like, but the Giants
so many
thing
people
was
that listen to us
my
are
not
moms
cool.
and dads. They're not grossed out by poop anymore.
If anybody's a doctor and wants to say something that won't scare me, please let me know that it's okay.
PTGMD right here.
Anybody else that's a listener, if you are a doctor or something like that, like, and you can reassure me that I'm okay and not gonna die or this isn't like bad, like just hit me up in the DMs that I may or may not read because I don't always check DMs, but like hit me up and like then I'll be like, okay. But just I'd like some reassurance from a doctor, a medical professional. Pat, what do you got?
I almost made a Nazi joke in front of my German coworker yesterday.
Ooh.
I get to work and on our outside patio is where we're going to be frying all of our turkeys and shit. So my bar manager was setting up and he was taping over the TVs that are out there, like with the trash bags and tape, just to cover them. So in case any grease splashes up, doesn't hit the TV, yada, yada, yada.
Smart.
And I was just like, I was just being a dick and ridiculing him for how he was doing it and like just, kind of fucking with him, like, oh, you're not doing that right, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, dude, I'm just doing my job. And I go, you know who else was just doing their job? And I was going to say the SS. But I caught myself and saw that she was standing there. I was like, the Russian soldiers right now.
Yeah.
I caught myself, almost made the low-hanging fruit of the Nazi joke. But I was like, the Germans here.
I mean, they have to hear a lot, though, right?
I try not to. She's got guns, lots of guns, and she's really cool. And she lets me.
You know who else had guns? The SS.
The SS, yeah. But she's got a gigantic. He's a year and a half old. He's 131 pounds. This Cane Corso, beautiful dog.
That's hound.
Doesn't like anybody but me. Like he barks hard at other people, and when I meet him, he just like kisses on the face. He's my buddy. So, like, why would I be mean to his mom?
True.
And make Nazi jokes?
Fair.
He's my buddy. He's my
You
favorite
just
dog. That
almost,
isn't my dog.
you just almost make the Nazi joke.
And his name is Dexter. How good of a name is
like-
Dexter for a 131
It's like
pound dog?
like a person's name on a dog is always great to me.
But it's like a nerdy person's name, but it's a big
Yeah.
old dog.
Like
that
I've
takes
told
down.
you all on this podcast. I knew a guy that had a dog named William, and I thought that was the funniest name for a dog because that's the very proper name.
I mean, my family has always done. We had Brady, we had Sarah. William as a dog's name is great.
Like a dog named Jonathan would just tickle me. I met a dog named Jonathan.
Percy. Percy would be a good dog name.
Percy would be a good dog name. But like just a Winston, I've met a dog named Winston before. Great name.
Oh, great dog name. Great dog.
Like
Winnie.
a full name that you would abbreviate something else into, like, but for a dog is great.
Christopher.
Christopher as a dog would be hilarious.
But you gotta be from Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have the accent.
My friend Allie
Yeah,
had a dog named Bob. Bob is a dog's name, was just great.
Well, William, right there.
William
Bob.
too. Yeah.
Bit
Well,
of
that'd be
Bob.
Robert. Robert would be Bob.
Bobbert.
Robert as a dog would be great too.
Bo.
Bo. Met a dog named Bo before.
It's a great dog name.
It
It's
is.
Bobo. Except it's not. I notice this all the time with people. They have their dog names like, oh, his name is Bo. His name is Nolan. I'm like, you have the hard O in his name. That's just going to confuse him when you try and discipline him with no.
You had to change. Yeah, you had to change Nolan, right, to Brady.
Yeah, yeah. Nolan became Brady. But like I see it all the time. People just have dog names and they have that hard O in it. I'm like, stop it. Like you wonder why your puppy doesn't listen to you? Because sometimes you're like, oh, Bo, who's a good boy? And then you go, no. And he's like, I don't know the difference
Is that
between
my
those two
name?
words.
Yeah, dogs they don't speak English great.
You're just yelling my name at me. I'm going to pee on the carpet while I'm looking at you.
Out of spite.
It's good puppies, though.
Yeah, it is.
Good puppies. But yeah, so I caught myself in time, but I came real close to the Nazi joke in front of my
It's
coworker.
good that you didn't do it though.
She probably would have laughed anyway.
Right.
Or she would have just looked at me
Still-
like, fuck you.
Still good to avoid that.
Here's the thing. She could always just be like, fuck, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah,
people don't
touche.
forget.
But your grandfather, probably.
Like we're not betting Germany in the World Cup still because people don't forget. So it's like that.
My great grandfather was in the medical corps during World War II. What did yours do, Manuela?
Tell us.
Well, I mean, not great grandfather, grandfather. Great grandfather was probably World War One.
Great
Which-
grandpapa.
Same thing, World War One. Where was your family? I know where
Oh,
mine
man.
was.
It's crazy that he moved to Argentina right after. Weird. Huh.
But yeah, I don't want to piss her off because she's got guns and a puppy that I love.
Fair. If you'd like to submit your not cools, hashtag PTG not cool to @PassTheGreatPod on Twitter. We are chugging through this podcast. One final segment left. It's the answers segment. Chug, yeah, Pat. There you go. Chugging that beer. If you're watching the YouTube version, Pass the Great Podcast on YouTube, subscribe, please. Let's get into the answer segment brought to you by the Gravy Gamble Show with me and Pat. It used to be the PTG Picks segment. Now we have our own show. It's on our YouTube channel. We also post it on Instagram and Facebook as well. Every Friday at 1:30 p.m.
Might have some special Thanksgiving bets this week.
Maybe. Who knows? And then Sundays, we've got it at 10 a.m. Central Time, right before all the games. All you got to do is head over to our YouTube channel and look for Pass the Great Podcast. Subscribe. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, it'll pop up. So I don't know why you're not subscribed. Pass the Great Podcast on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Show us. Let us see. I actually gave away for people subscribing. I gave it to Matt. Matt won our drawing last week. I gave the Gravy Gang sweatshirt away.
Shout out, Matt.
To Matt for subscribing to Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe, send us, and maybe we do another drawing. I don't know. But the Gravy Gamble Show, 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Fridays, 10 a.m. Central Time on Sundays. Pat and I give you our picks against the spread for each NFL Sunday and sometimes Monday. Right now, I think Pat has a half game lead. We've gone 10-1 or 10-2 in the last 2 weeks. and we're crushing it right now.
Why are you putting us together? Why don't you say our individual records?
Oh, Pat's 6-0, and I'm 4-2. So
undefeated, baby. Last 2 weeks, feeling myself, which means I'm
10-2 combined.
1-2.
10-2 combined is not bad at all. We're finally starting to turn that corner. So maybe you want to follow us. Maybe you want to start riding with us because we're getting hot right now. Gravy Gamble Show, 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Fridays and 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday mornings on the Pass Gray Podcast YouTube channel. All right, let's move on to the answers segment. If you got anything you'd like to ask us, we start the pre-com segment where we just throw out whatever we got, any questions, any thoughts, any business ideas, anything. At Pass Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG answers on it. You can also email them to us, answers@passgradepod.com. Just go to passgradepod.com and click contact us. And then we'll get all that stuff sent to us as well through that. Although we do check Twitter first, hashtag PTG answers. That's where you go. I think we have one email that we're going to get to this week, but all the rest are on our Twitter, hashtag PTG answers at Pass Grade Pod. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Our first question this week comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, is Unix an operating system that is unable to reproduce like Unix? Son, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, the operating systems that I know are Android and Mac. That's it.
iOS.
Oh, that's Mac.
Right. Okay, so I Googled a quick Google into Unix. It's a family of multitasking, multi-user computer operating systems that derive from the original AT&T Unix, whose development started in 1969 at the Bell Labs Research Center by Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, and others. Because it says it's a family of multitasking, multi-user operating systems, I would imagine that since it's a family has to reproduce at some point. So no.
You used great deduction reasoning there, Sherlock, and I'm proud of you.
I also didn't understand, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. You didn't watch Game of Thrones, did you?
I did. You need to watch it. It's so good.
Unix is what is the point of Unix though? Why, is it it's punishment?
Not always punishment, but they cut off the balls, and
right. So you can't reproduce. I get that.
Why do you cut off the balls of your dog?
Because it makes him rowdy.
Makes him more obedient.
Then
it's just guys that can serve the realm without having to worry about chasing puss.
So it's for kings and shit.
No, it's people that work for kings and shit.
Right. So the kings get it done to everybody else. So they're I'm the alpha.
Not everybody else, but some. You're just guys who hey, I want this guy to work for me, but I want him focused. I don't want him thinking about how horny he is all the time. We'll get rid of his nuts. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Unix. The practice seems bad. I don't want it to
happen to me or any of my friends, but it makes sense as a practice.
All right.
Get away the horny. Just think about if you're a dude that could think logically and reasonably all the time.
True.
Like
spay women then too.
No, they didn't have the technology to spay women. Guys shits on the outside and just lop them off.
Just chop it.
Yeah. If you could go the whole day of just being focused on work and not see yoga pants walk by and go, God damn. It might be just that. That's a 4-second distraction that a eunuch doesn't have.
True. Hopefully I'll never know what it's like to be a eunuch.
Yeah. Me either.
Sounds like it would suck. But yeah, I think a Unix operating system is able to reproduce.
It is.
It said it was a family, so it had.
It's still around. If it couldn't reproduce, it would have been version 1.0, and that's it.
There we go. Look at us talking tech here on Pass the Grade.
Yeah. couple tech heads, techies.
This is our emailed question from David Acosta. I'm not sure how you pronounce it exactly, but David says, would you rather only be able to last 3 minutes before coming or require 1 hour in order to come?
Oh, I guess it depends on your ability for turnaround time. No,
I mean,
you got to go
1 hour. You go 1 hour.
Sucks.
Are we lasting 3 minutes anyways? Because, like, ladies, 3 minutes is a long time, right?
I mean, that's just. Do you want to keep them around? That's what sucks. Is after a while they're going to give up after an hour, and after 3 hours they're going to give up, or 3 minutes they're going to give up on your relationship. They don't want to bang for 1 hour every time too. Fuck.
But, like, can you imagine, like, every time you jerk off, like, it takes an hour? I don't have that much time.
You know what you got to do? I changed. You got to go 3 minutes.
I think 3 minutes.
But no matter how tired or sleepy it makes you, you got to be able to ready. You got to be able to go get. You got to be able to just keep humping.
Or just foreplay.
Yes,
foreplay.
I mean you. That's the thing. You do have to become the master of foreplay.
Work on your tongue game.
Your tongue needs to become
Fellas.
a calligrapher.
Right. And
If your tongue
finish with the 3 minutes, it's like we're good.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm gonna finish you twice, and then I'm gonna finish once in 3 minutes, and then we're gonna watch fucking House Hunters International.
Yeah, I don't have time for it to be an hour every single time.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said it initially,
time.
but it doesn't work as an adult. Especially what if you have kids? You're just never gonna come again.
Ever.
Unless it's after 8 o'clock, then they're asleep.
But then you're gonna be exhausted by 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
you gotta kill an hour.
You're so tired from dealing with the kids, you don't have the energy to bang for an hour. What do you seal?
I don't have the time.
Not everybody. Or no, it's Sting. Sting is the tantric sex guy. Don't have time for that shit.
The wrestler?
No, the
police.
Police, yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to think of Sting with the mask, with the face paint on.
the face paint is just running because he's sweating so hard. He's still holding a bat. Just the
coming from the Raptors somewhere. Yeah, you're like, what's going on here?
He literally completely naked just descends from his ceiling right into her. Or maybe he's old school Sting with the blonde hair and the colorful face paint.
Yeah, or does he go red? He has the red one, and then when it's that time of the month, you don't know.
Oh, NWO red. Oh, that's when he does it because he doesn't want her to feel self conscious. Because Sting is a conscious lover,
thoughtful guy. He's a her first guy. I think 3 minutes. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
That's close enough to what I get to.
You just got to be the foreplay god.
Exactly. That's a good question, David. I hope they keep coming, buddy. That's what she said. Josh Treecottle.
You better keep coming if you're only last 3 minutes.
You have to. Josh Treecottle, our Rating Gravy's MVP at Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. He says, rank these Thanksgiving sides. Here we go. Pat, ranking Thanksgiving sides. He's giving us green bean casserole, candied yams, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and rolls. I already have my rankings ready to go. I'll start us off. Okay. Number 1, green bean casserole. Green bean casserole is my fave. I love me some green bean casserole.
Agree.
It's fucking awesome. Followed only by mashed potatoes. There's only 1 and 2. I feel like they're like it's green bean casserole, mashed potatoes. Those are the 2 obvious 1 and 2. Then number 3, mac and cheese, because mac and cheese is the shit. It's mac and cheese. Come on. Hard to go against that. Number 4, rolls. I know a lot of people love rolls, but at the end of the day, rolls are just bread. Yeah, they're awesome on Thanksgiving. But again, they're just bread. They take up a lot of space. Compared to some other stuff. And then 5, candied yams. They're good, but I'm never like craving candied yams.
Okay. I respect your list.
Green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, rolls, and candied yams.
If this list was rank these sides, mashed potatoes is 1, but that's not what they ask. They ask rank these Thanksgiving sides. So 1, green bean casserole, because it's Thanksgiving. 2,
Like that's like the only time. That's like the only time you get green bean casserole and stuffing. Like T-Day is the only time you get those things.
That's why yams is number 2 for me, because these are Thanksgiving sides. I can get the rest of this shit anytime. But those yams, and here's what I'm doing. I'm going yams. I don't want the marshmallows on top of my yams.
No.
I want the yams themselves.
I want the mallows. I want the mallows. I like it. It's a little treat. It's a little treat.
I'm not hating on it. I think they taste better without them, because you're just adding sugar fluff on top, which there's nothing wrong with it. But the yams are delicious by themselves.
It's cool when you see them get torched on top. Like that's sick.
The yams don't need it. They're delicious enough as is. And I'm a big yams guy. I love yams.
A yams guy.
So I think they should be more year round, but they're not. So that's why they get number 2. Number 3, mashed potato. It is the best side.
Right.
Nothing beats it. 4, I will go mac and cheese. Personally, my family, we're not a Thanksgiving mac and cheese family. It's never, I see this from everybody all the time, that they love it, that they have it on Thanksgiving. We never do mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
Not everybody does.
So
mac and cheese is like 5, it's never not bad. It's like it's never not
that's
good.
It's great. It's mac and cheese.
Right.
It's carbs on fucking cheese, or cheese on carbs, I should say.
Absolutely.
And then 5, rolls. Rolls are great, but they're rolls.
They take up space. They take up too much space. I love rolls. My mom makes the best rolls ever, but it's like rolls take up the space. Like I want a nice hot warm roll on my plate, but it's not my number 1.
I want that at Texas Roadhouse. I don't want that at Thanksgiving lunch.
Emma will bring rolls home and just fucking munch on rolls for like the rest of the week after Thanksgiving. And like I get it, because rolls are dope. But like I could eat all the other stuff over like before I go with rolls. Rolls are also great. Like as the next day you put your leftovers in the roll. Little slider, little T-Day sandwich sliders.
Do you like, and we're just going to call it stuffing, because I hate the whole stuffing versus dressing debate. It's not
stuffing is when it's in a turkey. Dressing is when it's not. But yeah,
but like you can still call it all stuffing. It's whatever, meat stuffing or bread stuffing.
It doesn't matter to me.
But like if you had to choose one,
probably meat, because I like meat.
I do too, but like I don't know. Just my work and my dad make the best bread fucking stuffings, dude.
I will eat whatever you put in front of me, stuffing wise, because stuffing is the tits.
It is. It's probably the best part of the meal, to be honest with you. Like the turkey's great, gravy great, all that fucking.
It's like
great.
The green bean casserole. Like you get it one day a year.
Maybe also on Christmas.
Maybe
green bean casserole. It's a very like seasonal thing. Like it's definitely the fourth quarter of the year. That's the only time you're going to get green bean casserole.
That's when it shines.
And there's probably people that are Southern as fuck talking to us like, you stupid son bitch. My grandma makes green bean casserole
every fucking Sunday.
Every other week.
Every Sunday for supper, I have me some green bean casserole. You don't fucking understand it, you uncultured swine.
And I'm very envious of those people.
Yeah, must be nice.
My family's from the north. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Don't know what you
want. But I loved that. That was a great rank.
Great question, Josh.
I love all those sides. I love all.
Hey, to all possible gravies nominees. That's how you're a double, like a back-to-back MVP right there. Josh,
you should have put biscuits instead of rolls, because everybody in the South loves them a biscuit.
Biscuit it.
I want some biscuits and gravy so goddamn bad right now.
All right. Next question is from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston. And she says, do chips taste better in an individual bag or a large bag?
Large bag.
I disagree. I think individual, because it's yours.
The large bag is also mine.
When you get the little bag with your sandwich, like I just feel like this is all mine. I'm enjoying it, and you savor it a little bit more because there's less.
I think they taste better in the large bag, just because, I mean, they're all together. The small bag, you're like, oh, that was good. Oh, they're gone. The large bag, you're just like,
I feel like you appreciate it more.
You can truly savor it because you know you're not going to run out. So you can really enjoy each chip, knowing that it only ends when you want it to end.
But sometimes you never know what you got until it's gone. And I said there's little one, and then you're licking your finger and sticking it back in to get like the Dorito like dust on it. You're like, I miss the nacho cheese. I wish
But
I
I'm
still had
not
more nacho
I'm not
cheese
enjoying that
Doritos.
chip as much because it's over. When I have a full family size bag of Cheetos, they're so delicious because I know it only ends when I want it to. It stops when I say it stops, not when the bag does. I don't listen to bags. No bag tells me how to live my life. I live my life. The bag obeys me.
Fair
I am
point.
the alpha. I think large bags is going to taste better. Because like, oh, I can munch on some of these. Guess what? I can come back later and munch on these, and then later again, I can come back and munch again.
No, I
Individual
think,
bag, you're like, I got one snack.
but I think having less just makes you appreciate it more. That's why I feel like I enjoy them more in an individual bag.
I think obviously though, this just shows why one of us is skinny and one is fat. You have the ability to just eat the side bag, and that's cool. I'm like, no, I say when this ends. And usually when
too.
I say it ends is 500 calories worth of chips in,
After I've eaten it all, and
and
it's
then
all
I've
gone.
ruined the whole day. Not even a walk can fix that.
It's a great question, Danielle, and I think we're split. I would like to hear the Gravy Gang's opinions on that at Passively Pod. Please hit us up. We got one final question before we send you guys into your T-Day weekend from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795 on Twitter, and he says, empanadas, just deep fried tacos? I would say no.
No.
Empanadas are Mexican calzones.
No. Pretty
How
sure
not?
empanadas
How are they not?
Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure empanadas are Colombian.
Okay, they're Hispanic calzones.
Well, if you know anything about Colombians, here's the difference. Colombians are the only Latin American country that doesn't eat spicy. I don't
Really?
understand why. I don't fucking understand
They
why.
don't
You
have the
go
spice.
north of them, you go south of them. They're like, throw some jalapenos, throw some habanero, get that shit spicy, give me some red pepper flakes. Colombia, they're like, dude, if you even breathe the words red pepper flakes near my food, it's going to be too spicy for me.
Did not know that.
I don't understand why. But yeah, Colombians, it seems to be. Wait, is empanadas Mexican or Puerto Rican? Well, okay, so I guess they all make empanadas. The empanadas
Colombia, they're
Colombian.
Hispanic calzones to me because it's everything you would have in like a taco that they just closed around the top.
That is a good answer. Also, I was going to say tacos. You got to have, okay, so you get the meat, you get the cilantro, you get the onions, you get the salsa on there, and that's all in it. That's not all inside the empanada. The empanada, you're going to have the beef or whatever the filling is. Maybe get a little onion and potato or something like that in there. But like, you're not going to have the cilantro and the sauce and all that. No. A taco is all encompassing what all of that is.
But once
the
you seal it,
it's
a calzone. Once you seal it, it's a calzone. So it's a Hispanic calzone.
Calzone.
A calzone. A los calzone.
I am allowed to do an Italian accent. I'm not going to attempt to do a Latin American accent.
Fair. And on that note, on that big note of ours right there, look at Pat not appropriating culture.
Empanada.
A gabagoo. And on that note, everybody, heading into T-Day, I just want to say it is a lot about what everybody's thankful for. And we already told you guys at the beginning, we are incredibly thankful that you guys spend part of your time every week listening to us. It honestly, it means the world that we're not just talking to ourselves. I mean, Pat and I would probably still just talk back and forth between ourselves and Robert.
It's true.
We're very thankful for Robert because Robert keeps this fucking thing going. Anybody that's ever spent a dime on merch, that's spent gas money going out to one of our events, that's shared us with a friend, that's done anything, like y'all are the best. And I cannot tell you how thankful I am. Like we are incredibly fucking lucky that we get to do this and that you guys interact with us. Cause there's a lot of podcasts that, like they talk and then two people listen to it. And, I've been on other podcasts where we don't really have as many listeners, and it like Passive Gravy is like a family. It has become that. And you guys are the fucking best. And I can't wait till fucking December 17th out at Southern Star. We get to hang with you guys. Like that's my favorite part about doing this podcast is like the in-person ones where then we get to chill, because I feel like it is so much just us talking and then hearing back what you guys had to say over the weekend. I love that, but I love getting to party with you guys and get to hang with you guys. And I hope you guys have the best T-Day ever. hope you guys are healthy and happy, and all the best stuff happens. Unless you're a Cowboys fan, I hope your team loses on T-Day. But thank you guys so much for spending part of your time with us. It means the world to us, and we are incredibly lucky, and don't ever think that we forget about that. So that is what I wanted to be all soppy about, but that's what I'm very thankful for. I know Pat and Robert are as well. And I'm thankful for you, Pat. I'm thankful that I got a buddy that just shoots the shit with me every single week. I'm thankful for Robert, and love you guys. Y'all are the best. And
thankful for you, buddy.
I could not have done this without y'all. Please, if you're listening to us right now and you feel thankful for the podcast, 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts, go subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, youtube.com. Just search Pass Game Podcast, hit that subscribe button. That's how you show us that you're thankful for us. If you feel that way towards us as well, if you want to share us with a friend, that's also another way to show us that you're thankful. Y'all are the best. Love you guys. Have the best T-Day ever. Go Giants. And until we talk to y'all next week, pass the gravy, you motherfucking bitches.